We live on Facebook, we live on Instagram, and we is live on YouTube. Tonight we're going to be discussing love and hip hop New York. So please come on in, have a seat, get your drink, whatever you drink. Water, tea, coffee, wine, liquor, whatever you choose. Make sure you please click the like button on your way in. Also subscribe if you are not already a subscriber. And please, please, please share my link, share my video to your social platform, whichever one you use, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whichever one you use. Please make sure you share my video on your social platform. Thank you very kindly. Again, tonight, what is the name of this episode? Where did I write? Okay, all right, I typed it in. I believe I did type it in the live. Let me make sure. Okay, yep. Season 9, episode 3, and it's called Love and Hip Hop. The name of this episode was named after the show. So it's called Love and Hip Hop. So anyway, everybody come on in. Make sure you click the like button again. Hey to everybody on Instagram. Also, people on YouTube, remember my Instagram is Tanya Primetime TV, all one word. And those of you on Instagram, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I have 2 channels. Tanya Knows No Limit. Tanya Knows No Limit. And I also have Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews. So make sure you subscribe to both of my YouTube channels. And as for you on YouTube as well, I do have 2 YouTube channels. Tanya Knows No Limit, the one I'm coming from live now, and Tanya's Primetime TV Media Reviews. So make sure you please support a sister and subscribe to both of those channels. But anywho, welcome to my live, to my review. Again, it's over Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 9, Episode 3, and it's titled Love and Hip Hop. And let's get started. Let me make sure I got my... Hold on. Know what's going on over there with my laptop. But anywho, y'all also make sure, feel free to chat with me in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about the episode, or, about my review, or any of the particular, any of the cast, I say characters, any of the cast, on the show. Let me know what you thought about any of them, throughout the live. But the show, started off with Juju and Yandy. And they were sitting around discussing all the chaos that had went down, last episode at Jonathan's birthday party. Now, Juju, she was trying to explain, what set her off, or who set her off. And I think it was mainly Anais. I think I be saying her name right. Anais. But she had really set her off at the party. And Yandy, she stopped her dead in her tracks like, but what about you being all secretive? Now, remember they had mentioned that last episode. And so Yandy was like, what about you being all secretive, about your breakup and such? And this reminds me of the Married to Medicine the episode, the TV show Married to Medicine. For y'all that follow that or follow my lives on that show, y'all know that Quad has basically been going through the same thing with those ladies over there as far as revealing specific information about her breakup with her husband. And so this is what Yandy and Juju are going through right now. And I have said before, I don't know. I just be tripping about how people who are so close to you, like your friends, your girlfriends, your besties, whatever, your sister, your mom, whatever, they be tripping about, how much you reveal to them, or be demanding that you tell them everything about your relationship and, the breakup and everything. And it's like, they want to know the when, the how, the where, and everything. But when it comes to breaking up, those can be very, very difficult times for someone, especially, she was in this relationship for like 10 years, so especially, if they've been together for a long time, and then you got to break up, you dealing with heartache, sadness, moving out, him moving out, you moving out, whatever, and sometimes you don't want to tell everything right away. You know, I kept saying about Quad, you have to just be there sometimes for your friend or your loved one. Just be there. And when they, feel comfortable with you enough and think that, you're basically really going to support them with what they're going through, then they will give you all the tea. Good, bad, and ugly. They will give you all the tea. Well, maybe not all the tea, because I don't ever think you should give away all the tea. But anywho, so that's why they was getting into it, and you could just see Juju. It looked like she was just about to cry. I was like, dang, Juju, I don't know. She must have had a very, very bad breakup because she had been broke up for a year. And she did not tell any of her close friends. Any of her close friends. I think the only person who knew besides her and the dude was maybe her mom, her parents or whatever. But anyway, that's the same thing that Quad is going through, on that episode. But, again, if you sincerely, want to be there for your friend when they going through a bad breakup, just be there, listening ear. Just don't keep, what happened, what did he do, all that. They don't want to hear that all the time. Anyway, but, as far as Rich Dollars, okay. Richie Dollars. He had met up with Jacquay because Jacquay wants Rich to support, one of his events. One in which Nia Lee will be present. Now, y'all remember Nia? Nia was that chick that Rich was once interested in working with, but them two did not mesh at all. I mean, Rich is like super, super stubborn and set in his ways and want things the way he wants things, and Nia is a big hothead. I mean, the last time that they were together, they was arguing and Nia was going off and basically downplaying, his, Richie Dollars. Supposedly he didn't help all these people, assisted all these people. I don't know where they at right now. I don't know where they at right now, but she told him he ain't nothing to her but a big old cornball. But anyway, Jacquay is like, you know what? She's different now. She's grown. She's matured. She got kids now. So, she's like turning over a new leaf and everything. And, she's more focused and determined, as far as her, career. So I think Rich still was like kind of, I don't know about this girl, but you know what? Since, Jacquay wants me to do it, I'll go ahead and do it. But, but as long as I scratch your back and you scratch mine, he told him, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. But I also need your help, and I need you to help write some music for a new artist that he's working with. Now, everybody knows that normally Rich Dollars, any artist that he work with, if it's a female, they doing more than working in the studio. They might be working all around that studio. But they doing more than just working in the studio. And I was with Jacquay, when he was like, is this somebody you working with? Or is this somebody you working with? I mean, you can't blame him. You can't blame him for asking. Richie, I don't know. He just always end up in a sexual situationship with his artists. And then it's like, they start off as artists. They end up in a situationship. Sometimes an actual relationship. And then after that, it's like, you don't hear from them again. They end up arguing, fighting, and it's like, okay, whatever happened to that artist? And it's like I don't know, got lost in a black hole or somewhere. I don't know. But now Kim Bella and Anais. Now, they were really, really, really showing their tail at Jonathan's birthday party, like really showing they tail. I think they definitely owe him an apology, and he demands an apology from the both of them. Anais, after that, remember that birthday song she was belting out I think she needs to apologize for that too, because she could have done it. She could have done a little better, a little bit better. And I didn't heard her sing, so I know she can sing better. But anyway, I think again she was probably just playing around. But as far as them apologizing, they were going off. I mean, they had Yandy up in there. It was Juju up in there, and the funny thing about it was Jonathan. He was pissed off at Juju, before she attended the party. So, when Anais and them got there, and Juju got there, she was like, Anais was trying to, go off on Juju and everything. Kind of like in the defense of Jonathan, though. But, just like any friend, Juju was like, I'm about to read the mess out of you. First of all, Anais should have just went home. Like Jonathan said, if you had an issue with Juju, I'm okay. I think she was taking up for Jonathan. Granted, she was trying to look out for him because she knew that him and Juju had got into it or wasn't talking or something like that. But she didn't know the whole story. So she was up there trying to go off on Juju. And Jonathan, being that is his good friends, regardless of the fact that they're not talking right now, he was going off on Anais. Like, first of all, you should have just went home. You don't go off on my friend like that. And she was like, but it's your fault. You the one told me that y'all had got into it. Y'all wasn't talking anymore. And see, this is exactly what happens. I'm telling you, this is exactly what happens when you don't confront people and you go all around the world and and be telling everybody else about your business and about what's going on. This is what happens. But again, and Anais' defense, she didn't know that he was going to make up with Juju either, so quickly. But still, it wasn't Anais' place to take it there with Juju, even if it was on behalf of Jonathan. But I did say the other day about that gossiping. I mean, they do it all the time. But you know what? We live for the tea. We live for it. So anywho, Anais and Kimbella, they now are beefing with Jonathan because he went off on both of them. I mean, Kimbella was going off on Yandy, and Anais was going off on Juju. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll work out their issues as well. But until then, they both was like, I'm out of here. I ain't got time for it, Jonathan. Deuces. But y'all, what do y'all think about Remy's new look? I think she looks really good. I mean, not like she didn't look good before, but matter of fact, let me see if I got a little something over here, just for y'all who probably haven't seen, or can't tell. Let me see. Here we go. Y'all see the before and after? Somebody ain't been eating meat. That's what she says. She says she hasn't been eating meat. She's on a non-meat diet. It doesn't look like she lost a whole bunch of weight because she really wasn't that big as well. I mean, she's like, what would you call her back in the day? A brick house woman. She's like built like a brick house. But then she had, lost a little weight. But she is pregnant right now too. So actually, did she already have the baby? I think she already had the baby. But anyway, in the show, she is pregnant. Yeah, she's still pregnant. But you can tell a little bit, like she got on too many dresses. The one on the left, you can see her thighs. They kind of a little thicker than the one on the right. And of course, her little tummy, is sucked in a little bit, in her arms. And her face is a lot smaller. I think she looks good. Again, I thought she looked good before, so it ain't like I'm like, oh, she done made a dramatic, change or anything. But what I didn't like, was, I had saw on the blogs and stuff, People were up there talking about her and throwing shade at her, talking about she must have had a weight loss surgery, had some kind of, and if you do have, I know people who've done that, relatives, friends, I know people who've done that. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But, they was like dogging her because they're like, oh, you took the easy way out, you had weight loss surgery. So she was going in, letting them know I did not have weight loss surgery. I just been on a non-meat diet and, watching what she eat. Again, I think she looked good, but I ain't even gonna lie. When I first saw her on the show tonight, I was looking and I was like, who that woman with Pat? I'm serious, y'all. I was like, who that woman? Is that Remy? Because her face is like so much smaller than it was before. It took me a second. I was like, oh, okay. Remy she been doing some things up in there. But yeah, I think she still look good. But, as far as, the people, on the blogs, people gonna say what they gonna say. Even around your own circle. If you try to lose weight and you get the weight loss surgery, somebody gonna be supporting you. Somebody else gonna be like, oh, she should have just went to the gym, but do whatever you want. That's what I say. Do whatever you want. But as far as her and Juju, I guess she's like, you know what? I understand where you coming from. But you guys, y'all are really, really good friends. Y'all shouldn't let something like this, come between y'all. As far as like Yandy being upset that Juju, she call it being secretive or private. Again, I don't know what's up with friends like that who just feel like, okay, you gotta tell them every single thing that you're going through at all times. But anyway, Remy was like, you know what? I'm going to volunteer to be the mediator. We're going to sit down. We're going to hash this out and get y'all back on the right track. So that's what she plans to do. But one thing that, Juju said that I had forgot all about. Y'all remember when Yandy and Pap had got married? And do y'all remember when Yandy had got I guess she had got the wedding certificates? And everybody thought they were married, but they really weren't because she never signed the marriage certificate. So Juju was like, I don't be questioning her about every single thing with her relationship, and I definitely didn't question her when she was pretending to the entire world on, reality show and everything that they were really married. So, y'all catch that little shade right there. That was a little shade. I think it was a little friendly shade, but still, it was some shade. But anyway, Remy Ma, she's like, you know what, I'll be the mediator, for you and Yandy to try to help them come to terms. But, y'all, oh my God. What do y'all think about that artist? The one that Rich introduced Jacquay to. I think the artist's name was Sydney Starr. Man, I'm telling y'all, when she got up in that restaurant, acting like they was in a studio and like nobody else was around. I don't know. First of all, Jacquay, why y'all have people come into a restaurant where there's other patrons, people eating and everything, and tell them to just start rapping and just start performing in the middle of the restaurant? Not a good look. But anyway, I was on the flow. Like when she got the lady's name is Sydney Starr. She got up because he was like, I want to hear what you got. I want to see what you got. Your talent, what you coming with. She got up. She started rapping. I was looking at Jacquay's facial expressions like, oh my God. I'm like, what the hell is she saying? Every other few words was like penis. Oh my God. Oh wow. Hey Shania. I did it again. Forgot to turn the sound on. But I'm on my Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to continue where I am. And I'm going to upload the rest on I don't know how I had to turn the volume down, but thank you again. Thank you very much. I got people watching me on the live, and ain't nobody said the volume was down or nothing. Oh my Lord Jesus Christ. But anywho, how you doing, Shania? Oh my goodness. That's like the second time I done that. But anywho, we're just sitting up here discussing, well, should I say I'm discussing with the folks on Instagram, because y'all on YouTube couldn't hear me. So we was up here just discussing Love and Hip Hop New York. Did you watch that show, or do you watch that show on a regular basis? Mm-mm-mm. I was just talking about when Rich Dollars was introduced to when him and Jacquay was at the restaurant, and Rich Dollars has this new artist that he wants Jacquay to write music for. The artist had came up there. The artist name is Sydney Starr, and the artist had came up in there and started freestyling and rapping. Oh my God. I'm like, Rich, where did you find, I don't know. And then every other word, I mean, and mind you, the artist was beautiful. The face was beat, looking all cute and everything. But the rapping, the bars, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was horrible. Jacquay's face was like, what's going on here? Because every other word that the lady was saying, it was penis. It was like some on my penis, some in my penis between my legs, some. And everybody in the restaurant is like staring and looking around because she was all loud to my hey. Oh my God. It was like Rich Dollars again. Where did you find this artist? Where did you find that talent? And then when she was done, Jacquay was sitting there like, this who I'm supposed to be writing music for? Why do I keep hearing the word penis? She was like, because I'm a transgender. I was dead. I was on the floor. I didn't even know. I'm like, the lady was beautiful. Like, I mean, the boobs and the face and I'm like, oh, she got me. She got me, because usually I can tell. I mean, it's just something about a trans. You just can tell. This one, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell at all. But when he was like, okay, that's why you keep talking about your penis. But the bars was horrible, y'all. The bars was horrible. I'm like, how you looking like a woman? You transgendering. I don't always say the right term, so again, I don't want to offend nobody if I say the wrong terms. But how you transgendering or into a woman and you rapping about your penis? What? I mean, it gotta be. I'm like up here like, you really gonna get on stage in front of people and be looking like a full woman, looking like a whole woman, and rapping about your penis? Jacquay told her, you know what? You got the look. You got the look. You look good and all that. But I'm sorry. You need to work on that talent for real. I was on the floor, y'all. You gotta watch that, Shania. You is gonna be dying. I was like, oh no. Nope. I don't know where Rich got this. He needs a storyline. Sydney Starr needs a storyline. And some help. With some lyrics. But anyway, I see why Rich Dollars want Jacquay, one of the hottest writers, to work with her. But I don't know. That was crazy. That was crazy, y'all. But as far as Sydney, one thing, the boss, okay, she needs a redo. She needs a do-over. redo them lyrics, and then try to come back at Joy Quay. That's what I think she should do. But I have to give her credit because I guess she's been trying to get into the hip hop industry, the music industry, being a rapper and everything for a long time. And even though she keeps getting turned down over and over and over and over again, she's being persistent. She's, still grinding. But, like her friend Dylan said, you want to work with Rich Dollars? Like, why you want to work with Rich Dollars? She was like, well, he's helped a lot of people. I even was like, her friend Dylan was like, and I'm up here like, okay, let me see. Where are these people at that Rich keep working with? Where they at? She mentioned Erica Mena. She mentioned Olivia. And I'm like, okay, Rich Dollars done work with a lot of people on this show. I don't know. Usually we know why Rich Dollars be working with a lot of them women. Like I said before, it ain't just to be working with them, it's to be working with them. He always ends up in a situationship with these women. Every single one that he has tried to help or, get their music off the ground, help them, further their career, he always ends up sleeping with them. And then they end up fighting, arguing, breaking up, and then you don't never hear from them again. Where is Erica Mena? Hey, everybody on Instagram and everybody on YouTube. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but we pushing on. We pushing on. But at least he helped her. At least he's helping her with getting one of the biggest, the nicest, writers out there. So hopefully, I don't know where's Sydney's career going to go, but hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully he'll be able to help her out. But who knows? She might be the next biggest star. Maybe not Cardi B off the map. Don't get mad at me, Cardi fans. Sydney might be the next star. Why your comment? How your comment get held for review, Shania? I don't know why your comment got held for review, Shania. I don't even have any moderators. Maybe YouTube did that by itself. I don't know. I think I got it set up some way for it to review, like, because you said the word hoe, which I don't think is a bad word. You know what I mean? It's a bad word, but it's not a bad word. You know what I mean? I don't care. But anyway, yeah, that's what it was. Cause I'm like, what? Why is it holding your? Anyway, YouTube be tripping. But what do y'all think about Jules? Like, first of all, did he have surgery on his entire mouth? I mean, did y'all hear him rapping? Not just rapping, but him talking, period. What happened? Where's teeth go? I mean, when he was rapping, again, when he's rapping or talking, it be sounding like he got a mouthful of peanuts on one side and a mouthful of spit on the other side. Oh my God. Did y'all see the blogs? 50 Cent was going in on Jules Santana. I guess him and, Jim Jones, the Dipset crew, they back together. They done put out a video and everything. And a lot of people was talking about Jules, his mouth, his grill, or his lack of a grill. But I was like, man, it sound like he sound like an old man. I'm like, oh my God, where your teeth, bro? Where your teeth? I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got in a fight, if he got his teeth knocked out. He was taking drugs. He was doing drugs for a very, very, very long time. And that's what 50 Cent was talking about on his Instagram. 50 had posted a pic. Matter of fact, hold up. Let me show y'all the doggone pic. Let me show y'all the doggone pic. Hold on, let me see here. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, that's Remy. We already saw her. Move her out the way. Okay. Y'all see it? Do y'all see the grill? Oh, those of y'all on Instagram, y'all can't see it because it's on my YouTube channel. Can y'all see him? I don't know if y'all can see it or not. Let me know on Instagram if y'all can see that picture. Y'all probably can't see it. But anywho, if you go to my YouTube, you can see it over there. But all his teeth was gone, and 50 Cent was talking shit. What did he say? Hold on, let me find it. Let me find what 50 said. What 50 said. Okay, here it is. Okay, what 50 said was, he said, damn it, man. Just say no to drugs. This is going too far now. He was like, no teeth, and he had the emoji with his hands up, like wondering, like questioning no teeth. And then he said, Jesus Christ, positive vibes. How you gonna say positive vibes after you go in on the man about his grill? Like, it's so sad. It's so sad. I'm like, Jules, he about to go to jail. He ain't got no teeth. Man. And then his girlfriend, what's her name? Kim Bella. They've been together for like 10 years, something like that. It is really sad to watch. Oh my God. And granted, I listened to the entire new single, the video. It was nice. It was nice. I like I love Dipset. I love Jim Jones. I love all them. But it was scenes in the video where his mouth was wide open and you just couldn't see no teeth. And like I said, I don't know what happened. People were commenting under 50's Instagram photo talking about, man, how you gonna talk about that man? You don't know if he had his teeth fell out. You don't know if they came out because of drugs. But his I want to say his wife, because they've been together forever, but I think Kim Bella and him is still just boyfriend and girlfriend. She was another thing. Before I get to Kim Bella, this was wrong. I don't know who did it, but I didn't copy their name down. I didn't take a picture of it or anything, screenshot it. But somebody under that 50 post called him Chules Santana. Chules, like Chewuelz. They called him Chules Santana. That's wrong. That's wrong. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. That's wrong. But he did used to be fine. But Kim Bella, girl, that's what I was about to say. I'm telling you, that's what I was about to get at. She's up there from season 1, going in on him. Basically, this is your fault. You was on drugs. You was doing this, that, and the third all the time. Now you about to go to prison. You wasn't really there for the kids. You cheated on me. I don't know how many times. I mean, she's just like, she's up to here, with everything that he's done. And she keeps going in on him. And it's like he's taking it and taking it and taking it. He knows what he's did. They done went to counseling and everything. But my thing is, y'all on year 10. Y'all on year 10. I mean, even tonight, again, she was going in on him again. You repeatedly using drugs. You were so high, you got caught in the airport with a gun in your bag, didn't even know. I mean, he ran out the airport, and that's why they assumed that he knew the gun was in his bag. But he was high. The man was high. He was on lean and, I mean, all kind of other mess. My thing is, you cannot tell. I mean, you could tell that this is not the first, the second, the third, or the fourth time they've had this conversation since his last arrest. I mean, when they were sitting down talking, he just got up and walked away because he's stressed out just as much as she's stressed out. But as far as taking responsibility for his actions, He's like, so you want me to go to jail? Because that would be taking responsibility, right? I mean, regardless of do the crime, do the time, he's still in a roundabout way, taking responsibility for his actions. He could have ran off. He could have sat in hiding. He could have, how some do, be a fugitive, he brought a gun to the airport. So, oh, I don't know. Po Jules. I don't know. But anyway, Yandy and Juju and Remy, they had met up again because, again, Remy wanted to be the mediator, for the other two ladies. And Juju was right. While they was calling her secretive, she brought up the fact again, because she didn't inform them of her breakup. She was broke up for a year from her man. She didn't inform Yandy. She didn't inform Jonathan. And they were now calling her secretive. And she's like, well, you know what? You trying to call me secretive, but what about you when you lied about being married? You never signed the marriage certificate. But y'all all on reality show, everything, all over the the blogs, everything, posing as husband and wife. Y'all done got married, you done got a wedding dress, a gown, y'all did the whole nine, and you wasn't even married. You never even signed a certificate, but was posing as a married couple. Yandy tried to defend herself. Talking about, oh, well, we really didn't know, we was trying to wait, for Pap's plea deal, and we really didn't know how to, whatever. Whatever. Remy checked that real quick. Remy, she don't butter nothing. She was like, excuse me, but, I'm sorry. That's the same thing. You lied. At least she didn't lie. At least she didn't say she was still in a relationship. Juju just didn't reveal to y'all that she broke up. But it's the same thing. Both of y'all kept a secret from each other. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, what I was saying before, I really don't believe that you should have to tell your friends every darn thing. Even if you besties, I don't feel like you should have to tell your friends every darn thing. Of course, as friends, you should share, information, back and forth, gossip, kiki, with your homegirls or whatnot. But, you should be in charge of what you share and when you want to share it. Nobody should force you or demand you to let them know certain things if you don't want to let them know. I learned over the years that some things you just need to keep to yourself. You just need to keep to yourself. But that's just me. That's just me. But anywho, Jacquay, at his event, his artist Naya, the one that Richie really didn't want to work with again, but he's like, okay, I'm gonna support my boy, I'm gonna come to the event, see what she about. But Naya, I thought she did pretty good. She did a hell of a lot better than Sydney Starr. A hell of a lot better. She had the crowd rocking, they was feeling her. It was lit. Everybody was feeling her, unlike Sydney. But you know what, Naya was not lying though when she was telling Rich, you know what, Rich, you is like one of the messiest dudes in the industry, and she is not lying. If they probably would have worked with each other, they probably would have ended up sleeping around too. I'm just saying. Rich is the king of situationships with his artists. I'm just saying. But you know what? I don't think it's it's necessarily her business to question Rich about his business. But then I was like, with Sydney Starr, she just walked up. I don't know what happened. Like, I didn't even know that Sydney was coming up there. And I'm sorry, I meant Naya. Naya was going off on Rich talking about you messy and all this kind of stuff. And not sure she wants to work with him because he's messy and everything. And again, I don't think it was her place to let him know that, because Rich knows he's messy, but that's none of your business. If you ain't kicking it with it, if y'all ain't rocking, that's none of your business. Let him be messy. Hell, all y'all messy. That's why you're on a reality show. But then when Sydney Star walked in, I didn't even know she was gonna be there. But she just walked in. It was like she had an attitude off tops, it seemed like. And she had walked up to Naya and just started sweating her. She was like, hey, what's up? What's going on? And, just giving a little shade. And Naya was like, I'm sorry, who is this? Like, who are you? And you are, my dear. And then she was like, oh, you should know who I am. Don't act like you don't know who I am. And then she just started going off. It just went off from there. Then they started arguing everything. But I'm glad that Jock, why I keep calling him Jock? Jacquay. He checked her. He checked Sydney on that stuff. Like, this is Richie's artist that he's trying to get Jacquay to work with. And Jacquay was like, I'm sorry. You up in here popping off and everything like you, the new queen of hip hop or something. Don't nobody know you. You up here talking about, you should know me and all that, and going off on Naya because she don't know you. Naya was about to get in her butt. But see, the thing about it is, Sydney is transgender. Technically, I don't care what you do with your boobs, what you do with that penis downstairs, but technically speaking, you're still a man. You might be a woman on the outside, a woman in your head. You might want people to call you a woman. But I hate when women and men like that get into arguments. Like, just because you look like a woman, you feel like you can be all up in another woman's face and all this and about to fight, not woo woo woo. You still a man, meaning you still probably much stronger than the average woman. And y'all, it's not a fair fight. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not a fair fight. But anyway, they broke it up. They separated them. But Jacquay was going in like, you can't be acting like that. I don't fool with people who act like that. That's childish. That's childish. You coming up in here in this other lady's event, going off on her. She's up here rocking the club, rocking the event, jamming on the ones and twos. And you just come in here, you don't know who I am? I was like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Sydney, bye. But anyway, she was a hothead. But again, this is what I was going to say, Shania. As far as Kimbella and Jules, like at the end of the show, she brought it up again. The fact that he's been taking drugs for a long time, over the years. He's now about to go to prison, which had to do with him being on drugs. And she brought up the cheating, and I've been with you for this long, and all the things I've done for you. And I think he's just fed up with it right now. It's like, again, you've been with this dude for all these years. You still there. You don't have to stay with somebody. You don't have to keep tolerating something if you don't like it. And ladies, have y'all ever heard this expression? If your man is not going to change, like if you give him time and time again, they keep cheating. They keep doing whatever it is that you don't like. And you ain't walking. You ain't leaving. Or you done left and you done came back. Because you keep dealing with it. Either leave or shut up and let them do what they want to do. I mean, have y'all ever heard that expression? Does it make sense or does it not make sense? I mean, it's kind of harsh. But it's like the truth. You stay with a man forever and ever and ever, years and years and years, and keep complaining and keep griping and keep fussing and keep arguing and the man that's constantly cheating on you and doing everything that they shouldn't do. I mean, either leave or just shut up. Why you keep just arguing with? I mean, just leave. Just leave, because obviously all the arguing and fighting and fussing, he's still out there doing what he want to do, so just leave or just shut up. Let him do what he want to do. You're going to stay there anyway. I'm just saying, and this is how I feel about Kimbella. Like, you keep going off on this man and you keep bringing it up in his face and you keep digging at him and digging at him and digging at him. I mean, the man is like, I'm about to go to prison for at least 5 years. At least 5 years. I want my last days before I be in jail just be nice with me and my wife or my girl, my kids. You know, I just peaceful. And she just keep digging and digging and digging. And then she gonna say, oh, you obviously don't appreciate me, so how about we just break up? How about we just separate? He's looking at her. Okay, first of all, y'all about to be separated, all right. But why wait now till he's about to go to prison to talk about separate? Why after 9-10 years, now he's going to prison, now you want to separate? Y'all about to separate, all right. Be separated by some high wire fences and some jail cells and some bars. Y'all about to be separate, all right. But I don't know. I feel her pain as far as, I mean, she's going through it because his kids, I mean, besides, you know, on visits or things like that, and that's if she lets her children go to prison. Some people don't let their children visit their fathers or mothers in prison. So, I mean, you get pictures, you might get phone calls, but other than that, I mean, I don't know. I think you done dealt with it this long. I think you should just drop it and just try to have the best time that you can until this man goes to prison. But breaking up with him right when he's about to go to prison and you done been there all this time, I think that's just, I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I'm sure y'all know somebody who's been going through something like that. It might not be in the same situation where he got to go to prison and all that, but they done stayed with a man so long and just keep complaining. You just be like, shut up. Either leave the man or just shut up. Shoot, because you're not going to, I mean, just, okay. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all feel about that. And also let me know how you feel about this episode. As far as, let me see, who. I want to hear from y'all about Sydney. I want to hear about y'all about I guess Sydney and Kimbella and Jules. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And do y'all really think Sydney got talent? I thought it was horrible, but y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But anyway, put it in the chats. Go ahead and put it in the chats. Make sure you like the video on your way out if you didn't already like it. And also make sure you share the video on your social media platforms, on your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Those of you who watching on Instagram right now, make sure you also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Tanya Knows No Limit, and Tanya's Primetime TV. And also, those of you again on YouTube, make sure you follow me on my Instagram at Tanya Primetime TV. But in the meantime and in between time, thanks for joining the chat tonight. Hope you enjoyed the live and stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out.